Yeah. Well, yeah. Epic Film guys, it's Nick at the studio. I was just watching the latest episode of The Walking Dead, Strangers, and that's about what it was. Snooze fest. Of course, after last week's premiere, which is huge, action-packed, you expected it to slow down a little bit this episode, but this one really ground everything right to a halt. Our survivors run into a priest in the woods. Psychopath Grimes is still on the warpath, making sure he is as deliberately cryptic and as big of an asshole as he could possibly be. Even if this group ever does meet any people that are like decent people out in the world, it's never going to matter because this asshole is gonna like get in their face with his, you know, guttural like, what did you do nonsense and stuff like that. And I'm sure, you know, Gabriel definitely has his secrets, I'm sure, but it'd be nice for Rick to be a little optimistic. And there are, you know, Bob this episode was trying to pull him back, Carl this episode trying to pull him back, Glenn in the premiere. You know, there are those different episodes that kind of realize, or those different characters, rather, that realize that Rick has gone a little bit too far over the edge. And, you know, they're kind of trying to pull him back and not let him fall over. You know, so it'd be nice to see Rick return to some semblance of reality. But for now, Psychopath Grimes continues on his warpath. The scene in the food bank with the zombies in the water, yeah, it was all right. I guess the biggest thing that the episode really gave us, aside from just wrapping up little plot details and little, you know, asides for different characters that haven't been together as a group since mid-season 4, you know, at the prison. It was just a lot of questions. You know, where's Beth? You know, now they've seen the car with the big cross in the back window of it. Will that have something to do with Gabriel? Will it have something to do with the Terminus survivors or anything like that? Who knows? But Daryl and Carol are off on the hunt to try to find Beth, so we'll see what happens there. What happened to Bob this episode? He really kind of did a 180. He was very optimistic, trying to, I don't know, maybe kind of keep group morale up. He was a very happy kind of guy until the attack at the food bank, and then he just got really kind of distant and cryptic, and, you know, I don't know, it was just kind of this sad little moment where he asks Sasha for one last kiss and then goes outside to cry, and who knows, a lot of speculation from what I've already been reading that he was bitten. I don't necessarily know that I believe that. I guess I get it, but this show is never really that subtle when it comes to that stuff like that. They're more heavy-handed, like we'd see the zombies sinking into it. If it's just kind of this slow burn up to these cannibals from Terminus, the Gareth guy and the Tigers fan guy and stuff like that, if it's kind of this slow burn up to where they ate his leg or something like that, and he was bitten on the leg, so now they're all sick or whatever, even though someone's got to really explain the logic of that to me, because they're all infected with the virus anyway, and, you know, I don't know. So, how that would or wouldn't affect them, who knows. But anyway, maybe Bob was bitten, maybe not, who knows. But the Terminus guys, Gareth and his whole clan of cannibals, whatever you want to call them, have shown back up again. And seem like they're going to menace our group a little bit more. And that's pretty much where it leaves the episode. Not a whole lot happened. You know, thrusting us forward. And this season maybe feels like we're going to get a similar structure to Season 4, where we're probably going to stick around Georgia for a few episodes before the main thrust of it kicks us to DC. And then some kind of plot will develop there. Who knows what that'll really be. But what do you guys think about Eugene? Do you think that he really has all the answers? And I don't want to talk about Eugene in the comic books. I get that. I understand what his character is in the comic books, but I'm just saying just to the show. You know, what do you think about that? Where's Beth? When are we going to see Beth again? Was Bob bitten? What are the Terminus cannibals going to do? And what about Gabriel? You know, is Gabriel hiding something, and what's going on with him? Join the conversation on our Facebook page at Epic Film Guys. In the meantime, I'm Nick, and I'm going back to bed. I'm just going to put this episode back on and lull myself to sleep.